Alright, let's see if this goes any better. Oh, I need to get to my cord, though. Let's see if anybody shows up if they want to hear about the truth about 9/11. You know? Because, let's see. Does this work at the same time? Let's find out. We'll experiment here. Because I've never tried this before. Gonna do some truth here. Let's see. Let's see if anybody even is interested. Oh, what are you doing, silly dog? Okay, right. Search. Right. What, baby? Here. Let's. I don't even know. Okay, 9/11. Wait, I just go to my history, right? Okay, history. Because I just watched it yesterday. I need some truth here. Day after 9/11. There we go. That's the one. Oh, no, we don't want the day after. We want the day of 9/11. I know everything about that. Okay. Well, we'll see. I mean, I want to get through this. I want to do this. I want to do this damn thing because I can never do any of these things. Maybe I need to start doing tarot cards. I used to. Flat Earth. Snopes needs to be out of business, man. I fact check. I will fact check. I do a better job. Okay, let's see. Where is it? What's the point, you know? Here we go. Today's show. Oh, man. Alright. I guess this gets viewed later. Let's do this. Alright. Because, having issues. Let's see if this actually works. Okay, we're going to do some truth about 9/11. Now, I don't know if this will work at the same time, though. That's the problem. We'll find out. Alright. This is
a stunning and cowardly strike on the United States. Terrorists and mighty skyscrapers crumbling to the ground.
See if anybody shows up.
Innocent people are dead. The president vows the killers will pay.
Hey, just in time. This is the video I was watching. It's the morning before 9/11 attacks. The media knew. I'll show you why.
You will remember this day as long as you live.
Were you around for this? I mean, I've never done live before, so I don't know. Okay.
No bull. Michael Jordan hints he'll return to the court, this time at the Washington Wizards. Extensive coverage in this hour. There is something in the air.
There's something in the air. They have all these weird things that they say. Like, it's too quiet. It's too quiet.
8 a.m. in Salisbury, North Carolina, 7 a.m. in Chicago, 5 a.m. in Calaveras County, California, where the news is being made on this Tuesday, September 11th.
From CNN's.
Anyway, that's all coming up. 8:01. Let's get to the top news stories of the
They
morning.
definitely do.
To Ann Curry.
Because now we have a camera. Katie Matnell, thank you so much this morning. Good morning, everybody, again. For the second time in 2 weeks, the U.S. has lost an unmanned spy plane over Iraq. Iraq claims it shot down the remote-controlled Predator aircraft near Basra in the southern no-fly zone. U.S. military officials, however, say they lost contact with the plane.
This
cannot confirm that it was shot.
For additional tax cuts?
Oh, yeah.
He sure has. In fact, if you can believe it, this morning, he's already been asked about it before.
George Bush is out jogging.
Jogging reporter said, how about more tax cuts? He said, I'm not going to talk about it now, but he did hit. He might talk about it later today.
Later today, he'll be talking about 9/11. He knows it. Hillary Rodham Clinton, they bring her up. But wait.
On NBC Nightly News.
Thanks, Ann. Tonight, 3 numbers that could save your life. 911.
911.
190 million calls each year, but you won't believe the problems we found.
I'm tired of waiting outside in the summer heat or driving rain to see the U.S. Capitol.
Soon he won't have to.
Didn't they hit the Capitol too? Pentagon, but wait. This isn't it.
A little bit later, whatever you do, do not
open that door. There's another bit right there from Gene Wilder. Peter Boyle with Love and Ray Romano. Great show as well. And Everybody Loves Raymond. Watch it flying out here on American Airlines.
American Airlines. Okay, American Airlines is the airline.
Perfect fall morning.
It was a perfect day.
It's still a perfect summer morning. And good advice.
Miles and miles of sunshine. Miles Davis. Going to put Miles out there today.
I haven't
Nice to
connected
be
that
across
one
the
yet.
Northeast. Rough seas still from the chop from that hurricane. But other than that, it's kind of quiet around the country. We like quiet. It's quiet. It's too quiet.
It's too quiet.
We've learned a couple of things this morning. In fact, we're starting a new feature. First of all, we've noticed that for some reason, several people in our audience have worn various shades
Purple.
of purple.
See, this is on my computer, the research I was doing into the color purple.
And even
It's a sign of...
He's wearing purple as well. And Jeremy is also wearing a shade of purple.
Okay.
Thanks so much for coming in, and best of luck with your project. The anthology, once again, is called The Long Road to Freedom.
Thank you, Kate.
Looks wonderful.
What the hell? Okay, the color purple, it means, you know, royalty and so forth, but it also, in one culture, it means widow, mourning for her husband. And I had heard that purple can mean, you know, sorrow, but it's regal. It's a sign of imperialism, royalty, basically whoever was trying to put a message out that they are in charge, they're royal and stuff. But you know, the fact that he was going on about how quiet it was, too quiet, but that isn't it. I mean, what's coming up as far as who's advertising, and you'll check this out, there's going to be a Ross commercial. Now, first of all, I looked into the name Ross, and apparently there is some singer that does a song about 9/11. I don't know for sure if that person is connected to Ross, but in this Ross commercial, you listen towards the beginning, they say, Ross, 911, just once, if you catch it. And I catch it because I don't watch TV and stuff, but this particular station's really bad. Let me see, I'll stop periodically.
Look at billionaire Howard Hughes, but first.
Oh, Howard Hughes. Okay. Howard Hughes was kind of out there. But he started, you know, the Hughes aircraft. He was very, very rich. But he actually, oh yeah, I researched this. And the Hughes aircraft and stuff, he wound up, he owned, was it TWA? And they actually, I guess, were bought out by American. See, my computer's back there with stuff on it. I don't have a TV in there to do it with. But I have to go back there and check. Maybe I can go back and forth because I pulled up all this research yesterday. But wait. And then they have the guy on who wrote about Howard Hughes. But why are they doing this? This airlines guy that makes, you know, Boeing and stuff. The airline, you know, the planes.
Isn't spinning? What is
spinning? Spinning's putting your own BS on a statement.
Your interpretation.
Twisting the truth.
Do you think there is a lot of spinning done in politics?
America pageant, but
Fake
this
news.
year things are different. Contestants will be quizzed on current events, U.S. history, and government. 10 of 51 contestants got a preview. Among the questions, naming the current vice president and knowing what happened December 7th, 1941. 2 contestants,
Pearl Harbor,
Cheney
false
was
flag.
vice president, and 4 missed the bombing of Pearl Harbor.
There is news for months.
Wait a minute.
If every Capitol Hill scandal.
This isn't the one I've watched, apparently, but you know what? There are 3 steps to this. I heard this. I'll have to find my sources, but I'm not lying. There were 3 steps. Communism, terrorism, alien invasion. Okay, communism, the false flag or whatever, Pearl Harbor, terrorism, 9/11. What are they going to pull off for the alien invasion? Let's hope somebody stops this nonsense. But they bring up Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor, right before the next major false flag. They bring that up. I mean, I'm catching on to all these things. Unfortunately, I wish I had my computer out here so I could like show you the research I pulled.
Merritt's weeks of coverage. How much attention to 2.5 million dead, Merritt? It's a story we should have brought you long ago.
It's like Babyface forgot his razor.
That guy.
Definite new look for you. What are you going
He did
for?
a song about 9/11. I've never heard of this guy.
Congo. 3 years, 2.5 million dead. We thought you should know.
Thank you. In the Heart of Darkness, I looked into that too. I got to go back there for my research and stuff because
we want to tell you what we know as we know it.
Oh, here.
We just got a report. He was absolutely the most.
This is the guy who wrote about Howard Hughes, and I think it's really weird that they're covering this billionaire guy.
I've got to interrupt you.
Hi, Harry.
Mr. Hack, thank you very much. We appreciate the book is called Hughes.
I've never done this live thing before.
Of the World Trade Center.
Matt Lauer.
I understand. Do we have it? No, we do not.
Oh, how do you know if they don't even have it?
Breaking story, though. We're going to come back with that in just a moment. First, this is Today on NBC.
Breaking story, but he doesn't have anything. It's just... But... Are they going to do the commercials now? Okay. The Ross commercial, they actually say 911. Oh, this isn't the same clip. Hold on. This is the one done. Nope, that's not it either. Today's Show. Nope. Is this the one? Nope. I don't think that's it either. Yeah, I'm so well prepared. This was very spontaneous, but how you doing? Why don't you, if you want to ask me questions or whatever, you can, because I don't know what I'm doing. I just know that my iPad's so full and stuff that this is the best way for me to do this. But I just am winging it. I just lost here. Let's see. Is this the one? Okay. Because, I mean, I did research like all day yesterday on this. And it's on my computer back there. And this is... Oh, thanks. I'm not big on Facebook. I'm usually like on Instagram, but I haven't really been doing anything recently. This is such bullshit. I mean, who's going to believe that that plane just flew through the damn World Trade Center? I mean, come on. And then when you see all the results of it. But I mean, I've studied this inside and out, upside down and backwards. And it's bullshit, and I don't know how anybody can believe it. You're big on Facebook. I used to be. I was the first dummy on Facebook. These people aren't very excited about this, you know? Do you know much about this event? I mean, the evidence? I don't know if you were just watching when they were talking about the things right before this coverage, but they were talking about Howard Hughes, who was the guy that was in, you know, Hughes Aircraft, you know, and I'm pretty sure that his company TWA merged with American Airlines, which they mentioned American Airlines even. But who would believe this? I mean, the thermite, the fact that how the elevators were worked on right before, and did you know that the employees in the World Trade Center were told to take a 2-week vacation right before this? And they were bringing in shipments at night over this bridge nearby. And, oh my goodness, there's another one. Were you, watching this live when it happened? I was.
Now it's obvious, I think, that there's a...
I study all the theory, all the conspiracy facts. And this one's kind of special to me. I don't know why. Maybe it was the first one that I got into. Bush even admits it. Bush even admits it. He, in one of his things, he's saying, I told them not to hit above this level. Oh, you work at night? I used to. You know, somebody was leaving nasty comments about I shouldn't get disability and all this stuff. I hide it well that I'm disabled. Because, you know, I just can't believe how nasty people are sometimes. Who's going to believe a damn airplane did that? No, I don't get any money anyway. Oh, you were working when this happened. I see. I was getting ready for work. At that time, I was in Phoenix, and I worked for a company doing mortgages for Wells Fargo. Fortunately, they stuck me with Texas, and Texas has their own laws or whatever about this. But I was getting ready for work, and I knew when I first came out and I saw the first tower, I just knew that they were going to be destroyed. You know, just knew it. So I wasn't that surprised when they fell. I'm surprised I even saw it. I don't even watch TV. I guess I did a little more at that time because my son was little and he was actually with me. But I lost my job that day. I got laid off.
You can see there are choppers. I believe that could be a police helicopter that is. Oh,
they got there quick.
we just saw, my goodness.
See, they don't even seem shocked. Oh, wow. But do you know anything about McDonald's? Because McDonald's uses human meat. I mean, they found human DNA in their meat. And according to this Rabbi Finkelstein, matter of fact, yeah, there's a video by this Rabbi Finkelstein a few years ago, and he's talking about everything that's going on. Where were you working? Oops. Where'd you work at? Oh, oops. This is such bullshit. I mean, I know everything about this. The thermite that was used. When you see the lava, you know, the magma or whatever running down the side of the building, I believe jet fuel, the maximum temperature that it'll burn at is like 1,000 degrees, but this requires 6,000 degrees to melt this kind of steel. And then there's this thing called the Hutchinson effect, which is like mechanic. Oh, I'm not a mechanic. I hit my thumb when I'm nailing stuff on the wall. Actually, I lose the hammer. And this Bush, he doesn't do anything. He's just like, he's a puppet. He's sitting there reading a book upside down. Pet the goat. Now, do you know about CERN? A lot of people try to look up CERN on the Google Earth, and they can't get it. The trick is you put it in parentheses, or I mean quotes, and it's pet goat 2. For real. They got a thing for goats. I'm just, you know, if I had my son around, maybe I wouldn't be studying all this a lot from Google is prejudiced. I don't know. They're. Let's see. The day after America. Just saw another. Don't get so excited, people. Let's see. Push. Trying to find the one. That's sad now when people are jumping out of the windows and stuff. There was this guy, he was a radio guy, and he knew about this. He was talking about some reporter went into the Middle East there and went and found Osama bin Laden. What'd they do now? Don't watch a lot of it. Whoa. Unreal. Let's see. Yeah, there was, how much missing? There was trillions of dollars missing. As a matter of fact, Rumsfeld the day before was talking about the 2.3 million or something, trillion dollars that's missing from the budget. Gee, I wonder what they did with all that money. I mean, this could have been a cheap thing to pull off, you know? Let's see. I'm trying to find the one that I, let's see. Gosh. Let's see. Maybe I'm going to have to look it up by typing this in. Let's see. Let me see if I can prop this here. Ow. I messed up my wrist. I still don't know what's wrong with it. If this falls, I'll pick it up, but let's see. Okay. We'll see if we can. Oh my God, there's 2 people? Hey, I'm trying to find the video. I saw a clip of that, and I don't remember Scarecrow having a gun. I really don't. Let's see. Now, you know the Berenstein and Berenstein bears? I remember them both being correct. When I was a little girl, I had to go to the doctor a lot. And back then, you know, in the 70s, the doctor, you know, had half his house was his office. And I read, I don't even remember learning to read. I was so young. And I would read the books in there. And I remember those Berenstain Bears. And I consciously remember going, wait a minute, why'd they change their name? Because it was Berenstain, and then it was Berenstain, and it went back and forth. And I actually really honestly remember that. I remember both. Both. It switched back and forth. I mean, for me to consciously remember in the 70s, like it's yesterday, well, why did they change their name? Why do they keep changing their name? But then, you know, after a while, I stopped going to the doctor, I suppose. I don't know what happened after that point, but I remember them both as being right, you know, the right way. I haven't found anyone else that remembers Mandela being correct both ways. Of course, I have my Target bag. Have you seen my Target video where I show you the bag and it's got the multiple bullseyes, the way I remember it, and it's my only Target bag. And it's actually right over there, but I put my computer mouse in it because I filmed it right away. And when I went and I found my bag again, it was changed. It changed. It no longer has that logo on it. It's just one side now. It has the one ring with the dot in it. And it still had my mouse in it. So, what am I going to think about that? But, you know, I was diagnosed last July with a brain tumor. That's funny. They don't prescribe me meds, so I quit going over a year ago. I haven't been to the doctor. I haven't been to the doctor over a year. You know, and I've got an infection in my face I've had for like 6 months. What am I going to do about it? Maybe I should go get my tarot cards. I just kind of stopped, you know, doing it because I figured I was too clouded or whatever. Let's see. But, you know, I have my theories about how, you know, that the elite, the top dogs that own the central banks and stuff like that, the top 1%, their income is way up here. Those 13 families have 50% of the entire world together's money. 25 years? Wow. Do you ever get sick? 25 years? No, they weren't helping me. I mean, I have such horrible ADHD. When I was on meds, I did much better. I mean, bad classic. And then I have the worst case of insomnia. And now I'm just up till I pass out usually. But then they told me, well, I have valley fever. Then they told me I got cancer. What kind of meds? What kind of medication? I mean, what's wrong with them? You know, I was going to be a doctor. I'm actually a psychologist, but I can't get my degrees because my mother took out student loans. And I don't know what to do about this. What kind of meds? I mean, what's wrong with them? I know all about meds. Medicine. You can ask me anything about medicine, I can tell you. Now, that's one thing on these Mandela effects. There's two things that are not correct. The reason that the geography has changed. Oh, name some. The geography has changed because they never have had a picture of the Earth. It's flat. The Earth is flat. There's no live feed. Oh, okay, was it the space station? Why isn't there any film of that being built? There's not any film of that thing being built. And who took the film of the dude getting off the moon landing? Who was the cameraman that shot that? It's so much doesn't make any sense. But it's hard to find the damn. That's the day before. Can you imagine being there the day before? Fibromyalgia. I've got that. I just hide it. What's hyper? Hyper what? Nothing stupid. Well, my mother's stupid, but... Like what? Yeah, feel free to ask me questions or whatever. I'm very... Yeah, I can give you advice. Active... Oh, I am. Are they ADHD? Are they ADHD too? Because I am bad. Bad. I used to take Adderall, and I did so good on Adderall. Yeah? Are they on meds for that? I mean, what do they take for it? I want to be a crisis actor. I would be a crisis actor, but I think it's really scummy that they do this stuff. And this one chick who was a crisis actress that day, and she busted out laughing. Now here's dipshit Bush. Building 7 now, that's a dead giveaway. Prophecy. I do prophecies. Nobody listens to me, though. This one guy from Fox, I just want to kill because he's just such a liar. Do you know about Snopes? Oh, jeez. You're the one on planet Earth that actually likes that. Because most people are like, shut up. Day of Reckoning approaches. Bush's behavior. You know, they were talking about, when I was showing that 911, they were talking about 911 and emergencies right before the planes hit. Should be getting close to it by now. Where is it? Emotional speech. You know, people listen to Bush's speech and they make these comments about, we really needed that speech. We really needed that speech. How about, screw the speech. We really needed a president who wasn't a puppet, who would say, no, we're not participating in this massacre on the American people. That's what we needed. You know, fuck the speech. Who needs a speech? I can make a speech. Make a speech about how we didn't get attacked because somebody was doing their damn job. That's what we need. Have you ever been to the World Trade Center? I stood on the roof in 1979. Bush cut lying. Let's see. Okay, Bush, let's hear you lie. He's not even a good liar. Do you know how many rare band speeches he has? And they're like, shut up. You might want to shut up. Bush, you might want to shut up at this point. You know, it amazes me how people make excuses rather than accepting the fact that maybe you're lied to. They'd rather defend lies. Oh, yeah. Okay, he just was told about the second plane hitting. Told. He didn't see it.
I was sitting outside the classroom waiting to go in, and I saw an airplane hit the tower of a TV. You know, the TV was obviously on, and I used to fly myself, and I said, well, there's one terrible pilot. And I said it must have been a horrible accident.
Liar. You just heard the president describe the first plane crash on television that day, and it wasn't on television. Dumbass. Actually, I haven't been listening to any Christmas music. I'm just trying to pretend there is no Christmas. My son will be 18 in January, and he's been gone since he was 3. And I know this is the last Christmas of his that he's a kid. And I can't deal with it. But then I haven't, you know, my friend that I'm staying with, he's really gung-ho on Christmas, and I feel really bad because it's like taking a stray like me that doesn't like Christmas, right? No, I mean, I like it. I would love to be happy about Christmas. I would love to. But this is a really tough one, especially. But, like, I was in Florida all these years, and the last time I was included in Christmas at all was, like, 2011, maybe. Oh, really? Do you get to see your son? And what day? My son's birthday is January 18th, but I haven't seen him in, wow, years. years. Do you see your kid? Oh, really? I always am. You know, I last saw my son a few years ago. I'm usually, I don't know, before I came here last year, barely remember last year, I wasn't me. Have you watched old videos of me? Or how many new videos of mine? Have you seen my political videos? Have you seen, I don't know what you've seen. I'm really lost. My friend and I don't even have the same memories. Like, I don't watch TV at all. I watch movies. And, well, I've had many channels over the years, not by my choice, by circumstance. And, I didn't really look into my old videos until, my sister wanted to come out, the one that used me for a vacation, and I was having problems, so I had to dig out my laptops from last year that I hadn't used. I had my friend get me a cable, because the other one was shot. One I can't get onto. I cannot get on the damn computer because I don't know the password. And both of them were bought last fall, I guess. And the hint doesn't mean anything to me. Nothing. I've never, made my hints hard because I don't really have anybody to protect it from. And at least not in my house. I'm hacked to hell, but I can't get on that computer. So I tried the other laptop. And I'm trying every password I can think of that I've ever used, which is bazillions. And I finally get mad. And I'm like, you know what? Well, fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you's my fucking password. Fuck you. And you know what? Fuck you was my password. But I said, okay, that makes sense. But when I got on this computer, I found these videos. And they were bad. Doesn't look like me. Doesn't sound like me. Doesn't act like me. And looks like she's ready to die anyway. And the few people I've talked to that know me agree that can't be me. Doesn't really even look like me, and definitely the voice. Hey, it worked. It worked. And plus, you know what? Things have whatever meaning you assign them. It could have been that TV was profanity, and fuck is what you watch. It's whatever you give something meaning. I have weird views anyways, but I don't know how people feel about religion, but if you do a lot of research, like I do a lot of research, the Bible has some issues. Do you know that the Bible was, I believe it was Greek, and it was translated by St. Jerome in Vulgate. And they'll try to say Vulgate isn't the same as vulgar. Well, it is. Because gaudy, not the norm, not common, is vulgar. And Vulgate is not the norm, not the common, the low class or whatever. And the Bible was written, okay, it went from Greek to Latin. Latin is the language of Luciferians, okay? St. Jerome did this because Catholics, the Jesuits got to everybody. But it stayed in Latin, and in order for it to be transferred back into English, who was it that did that? Wyckoff? I think Wyckoff was the one who translated back into English. But the Luciferians are the ones, the people in charge. They're the ones who wrote that. You don't think they put their spin on? Do you know Revelation took 15 years? It took them 15 years. It was written by It wasn't written by Christians. It was written by Luciferians. The oldest language is pagan. I've heard that. But, you know, they're always changing the Bible. They're always interpreting it. They're always... It was written by people. I mean, people put an awful lot of stock in a book written by people. It's not like it fell out of the sky. It was written by people. You know? You know the Last Supper painting. Do you know that when you do the mirror image of it, it looks like Baphomet? But Baphomet, from what I'm understanding, is not necessarily entirely evil. It's more of encompasses everything, both good and evil, the negative and the positive, the yin and yang. Because you can't very well have good without evil. You know, you have to have... You wouldn't know good is good if you didn't have evil. You wouldn't know short is not tall if you didn't have the opposite. What? Oh, in 18... What? You mean the lion and the... I'd heard about the lion and the lamb, you know, being changed. And, oh yeah, there are some words in there that don't make sense. Bottle. They didn't have bottles. What else had I heard about? There was several terms that weren't even in existence back then. Just one what? See, I've read the Bible several times in my life, but, yes, the wineskins, yeah, I remember that one too. The bottles, yeah. There were a couple of, the aliens, I guess they mentioned aliens in there too, but you know, aliens are actually fallen angels, which are demons, and this is just a plane, that's what I believe, that this is just an infinite plane that we're on. We don't move. There's more land outside too, I believe. Older maps will show that. No, not just one. Oh, changes, you mean, in the Bible? Yeah, I mean, be more specific, please. This is all just man-made, you know. Everything is man-made. I mean, they control everything. And he didn't believe me. Well, I'm not saying I don't... What do you mean? Because I believe things, but... My bag. Okay, my bag's right over here. Let me grab this bag. It's in this cupboard. Hold on. Okay. This damn bag here. When I did my video, this had stuff on both sides of this bag. This is the only Target bag I have. I don't know anybody. I don't have any friends. Robert's the only one I know. I'm always home. He's not going to go on my stuff and switch out. He doesn't even know how to work a computer. He doesn't want to hear about Mandela effect. He wants his Christmas movies, his MASH, his football, whatever, and, you know, just leave me alone. But, no, this bag had the multiple rings on it, the old logo, and I filmed it really quick because I found it when I was going through stuff in that room. I've been through everything. And I thought... Oh, it looked like crap, let me film it right away. And I'm glad I did, because after I got done, I threw that mouse in, and that was it. And when I found the bag again with the mouse in it, I looked, and I'm like, what the hell happened to this bag? It changed. So I guess when you actually acknowledge that something exists, it can be changed. I believe it. There's no reason not to. You know, I've been watching these quantum physics lectures for years. That's how I know about Michio Kaku. Where did he go all of a sudden? Did he disappear again because they're not setting off all these man-made disasters? I could have told everybody there's going to be all these earthquakes. I could have told everybody, oh, look out, there's going to be a flood too. California, that's how they're going to wipe it out. If the movies aren't a clue, I don't know what is, because that's the whole point, is to... like they're feeling like they let you know by putting it in a movie. People think, oh, that can't happen. Oh, yeah, it can. Yeah. They're telling you exactly what to expect. And that movie, They Live, definitely is a documentary, because that's exactly what's happening. And the Matrix could actually get to that point. I try to keep out of it. Of advanced auto parts. Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah, I've heard of advanced auto parts. What do you mean? What is it now? Because I don't even watch advertising, but I know for a fact that's called advanced auto parts. Advanced auto parts. Advanced. With a D. Advanced auto parts. What is it now? Because I'm the perfect person to ask because I don't get exposed to anything. Advance. Advance? Without a D? No. It's advanced. That's why I said it ahead of time, because I know it's advanced. You know, some things they just don't know because maybe it's tricky and they're not old enough to know the tricks to remember, like Jiffy. Peanut butter? Jiffy moms choose Jif. No way. Wait, advanced? Now I have to wonder, maybe it is advanced. Maybe I'm wrong. oh, sorry, babies. But it, you know, how much of it just doesn't sound right. I mean, wait, baby. What are you after? My dog's after something. What is it? What are you trying to get? A battery? I don't think so. Like, choosing moms choose Jif. It's always been Jif. Let's see. Like I said, the geography, that's because the big blue marble full of shit is full of shit. That was a composite. The guy admitted that it was a fake. You know, he took all these different pictures and put them together and stuff. There are no real pictures of the Earth. And so every time it's going to be a little different. Plus, it's flat. And you're getting the ball version. So it's bullshit to begin with. And they may even be lying a little bit because I don't think the distances are quite what they tell us. I wouldn't be surprised if they fly around a little bit before they go to the place you're going to, just to make it seem like it's further away than it is. I bet you anything, Europe's probably 2 hours away. And they're just messing with us. I don't know, I could be wrong on that. I don't have anything to prove it. But it's just a feeling. I was the one who predicted a lot of this stuff before Facebook. I did. O'Reilly's Auto Parts. That sounds familiar. Wait, is it O'Reilly now? No S. Let's see, what's the JFK assassination? Come on now. That I studied inside and out. It's just O'Reilly. I think it is just O'Reilly. That seems familiar to me. And like I said, I don't watch advertising at all. But I used to. So I'm a good person to find out. Like the Queen song, We Are the Champions. I have a video that I did in 2014 in Florida, and I've got it playing in the background, and it ends without it. Of the World. Now, they did, in concert, they did actually once say Of the World at the end, but no, they actually left that song hanging. But, the Michael Jackson song, The Way You Make Me Feel, that changed as I was listening to it. I before E except after C? What do you mean, what happened to it? I before E except after C. Drop the Y and ING. What else? Why? And I'm straight A's. And I've got a really good memory. I used to solve the Rubik's Cube and stuff like that. What they do to it, fill me in. I don't want to have to go to Snopes or whatever they are. Those people are liars. Right? What am I right? Right. I'm easily confused. Have you seen any of my political videos? I'm very, like, Republican or whatever. You should be Republican if you know the history of the political parties. If you don't, I did a video on that. I don't believe in political parties anyway. I think they're a bad thing. I think that it should just be no political parties. Then you don't have this bullshit where it's like, comes down to, it's not even necessarily the best candidate. It's whoever is running under that party ticket. I don't think that's good. I think it should just be open to the best person. I think it would help. Caesar is not the same. Well, that's not the I before E, though. I think Caesar is with the A before the E. I really do. Let me think. Like, okay, here's one they've got screwed up. Dilemma. I know dilemma has an N in it. It should have a T. Seinfeld has a T in it. Is that the way it is now, without the T? It doesn't have the T anymore? Oh, it should have a T. I might be able to prove that. I've got something back there from Seinfeld from years ago. It doesn't have a T? You know what? Let's go find out if I can find that thing. Because I have something talking about Seinfeld from back in the year 2000. And if I can find it, maybe we can, catch this effect before it can change. Because I've done it before. I've caught several effects that have changed after I found them. Let me think. Where would it be? It might be in my room. Get through here. Ooh, we're going deep inside. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of stuff over here. This is weird. I haven't been able to carry my iPad around and do anything in a while. I've been trying to sort through things, but I do have this old thing about Seinfeld, and I wonder if I can find it or not. Maybe this isn't such a hot idea to try and even find it because I've got so much crap that I've been going through. Shoot, I'm trying to... You know what? I've got... Wait, what is that in Florida? Or what? Oh, wait. Hold on. I've got, I think I might have Seinfeld DVDs. Let's see. Let's go back out here. Let's see if I got the DVDs. Because I know I've got that newspaper about Seinfeld, but that could be a pain in the ass to find. Let me see. Let's see if I can find the DVDs of it. Let's see here. Because I know I have the DVDs. Let's see what we got. Okie doke. Let's see. Unless they're in Florida. Get confused what I bring out here. Oh, I know what's messed up. The Tim Burton films. What was it? Oh, Nightmare Before Christmas or whatever. They're trying to say that wasn't Tim Burton. It's like, what are you talking about? San Francisco. No. Let's see. I hope they aren't the ones I had in Florida that were stolen. Oh. Let's see. Shoot. I bet you they were in Florida. I used to watch movies and stuff, but I don't anymore. Not without my medicine. Can't focus. Can your people, watch movies and stuff and TV and stuff and pay attention? I can't. Oh, shoot. Oh, there is, they talk about this line from a movie, if you build it, they will come, or if you build it, he will come. There's an episode of Married with Children, because I haven't seen that movie, and it's if you build it, he will come. Yeah. There's no N in it, is there? Buddy. Isn't it B-U-N-N-I-G or something? Budding. Yeah, the cheap meat. Oh, it's good though. Although I'm afraid of meat since that Rabbi Finkelstein, he was talking about that. Buddick. Yeah, it's got a G, Buddick. Is that the way it is now, or did they change it? I wonder if it's down here. Hey, baby dog. How are they spelling it now? Robert De Niro, asshole. Yeah, I think that's the way I know it with Buddick. Yeah. Let me see. Let's see. I can't find anything when I need it. Buddig. I don't remember the N in it. I always remember that it looked a little weird the way they spelled it. But I don't understand dilemma. It has an N in it. And what is this new thing about peoples? Peoples. It was always, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. I was just going to see if there was any signs out down here, but yeah. Peoples, okay. You had people, and then you had, you know, like, okay. The people's choice should be people's, wait, I have to write it down, hold on. I just want to see if I got Seinfeld here or if it's in Florida real quick since I didn't find it over there. Could even be in that rack. Sarah Lee, who's that? Oh, wait, Sarah Lee? Nobody can resist Sarah Lee. Is that it? Nobody can resist Sarah Lee. Is that what you're talking about? Because I don't know that one. Nobody can resist Sarah Lee. Just all I can think of. Why, what is that now? No? What is it? Because I know that. I mean, that's got to be right. I haven't heard it in years, but that's the way I remember it. Nobody can resist Sarah Lee. What is it? I mean, I'm still tripping because it looks like Jackie Kennedy shot her husband. Some twin. I remember them both looking the opposite direction and waving at the crowd. And, like, he gets shot. And then she, like, hears something, turns around and sees him and goes to him. Now it looks like she shoots him. Nobody does it like Sarah Lee? No. Nobody can resist Sarah Lee. It has to be right. That's all I remember. And I haven't heard that in years. And I haven't heard anything other than that. It's nobody can resist Sarah Lee. Is that what you remember? Because that's the way it is. I'm sorry, but that's a fact. I didn't even know that was a Mandela effect. I just told you ahead of time the way I remember it, and I haven't heard it in years. 3 timelines. 3 timelines. What do you mean? This is my life, Truman Show. What do you mean? 3 timelines. There's infinite timelines, though. Because there's even parallel worlds where we don't exist. Because there were never any humans. Or, you know, there was no CERN. But you know what? They went back in time and they built CERN earlier. This is my theory here. You and someone else say different. What do they say? I know for a fact, that's all I've ever heard is nobody can resist Sarah Lee, and I haven't heard it in years. Years. I've not been exposed to any advertising. Not one Sarah Lee commercial since forever. That's the only one I remember. So how was I even influenced to say something else? I haven't heard that commercial in years. I haven't even heard the Mandela effect, whatever it is, you know? Explain to me how JFK is now in a 6-seat car with these extra 2 people and Jackie supposedly shot him. Nobody does it like Sarah Lee. You know what? I've heard that too. I've heard that. Now that I think about it, I've heard that. Nobody can resist Sarah Lee is correct, but you know what? I've heard that. Nobody does it like Sarah Lee. I did hear that. That might have been what they changed it to right before I stopped watching TV or whatever. I don't know. But I'd forgotten. Yeah. That is true. I've heard that. But the other one you said? No, I've never heard that. No. What was the one you said? Nobody does it like Sarah Lee is correct too. But maybe I'm just remembering extra Mandela effects. I told you, I know the bears both ways. Tell me how Marilyn Monroe's mole moved. What, is it right here? Is it right here? Let me see. It's right above her lip, I know that. Might be this side, though. I think it's this side. What do you think? I think it's right here, isn't it? Okay. If you're going to say Barbara Streisand, I already knew Barbara is Barbra or something, because I noticed that years ago. And the other one is, okay, no one checked, what? I know Barbara, because I thought that was weird years ago. I said, why did she spell her name like that? Sally Field? I'm not sure, because a long time ago I remember wondering, like, did she change her name from Field to Field? So I'm not real sure about that, but that was a while ago. Now, Christopher Reeve, I remember the day I first saw him in the 70s. I was totally in love with Christopher Reeve, and it's always been Reeve. They may have mistakenly put Reeves. I've seen them do that over the years, but it was Reeve, because I remember I said, isn't that weird how he's Superman and the original Superman was George Reeves and he's Christopher Reeve. So that's and plus I was big in the foundation because I used to be paralyzed. But some of the other ones, like I said, Sally Field, her damn shit with you like me, you really like, I could swear it was love. You really love me. I don't watch TV, and I certainly don't want to watch your stupid awards show, but I watched that specifically for that nonsense. So don't bullshit me and tell me that she didn't do that. You like me at this time, you really like me or whatever. But I found a clip of her on Google where she actually was, like recently, I guess, she said, you like me, you really like me. So she must remember it too. But is she dead or alive? Is Sally Field dead or alive? I remember she died. Sally Field, I think, is dead. Gilbert Gottfried? Gilbert Gottfried. She's alive? Oh my God. Because I remember when I heard about the Mandela effects in Sally Field, I thought, too bad she's not still alive so we could ask her. She's alive. I remember her dying. Wow. No, I thought she was dead. Yeah. Gottfried? I don't know. I wasn't like a big Gilbert fan. He's that little annoying guy. I get that. Yeah. Hi, Sylvie. Are you tired? Not for me. Gottfried. Huh. You remember it with the D? Gottfried. I thought it was Gottfried. I don't know. Oh, geez, that was weird. I'm not doing 9/11. As long as you're entertained, I mean, I can whip out the tarot cards. When's your birthday? Which sign are you? I was doing charting last night. Yeah. You hear the doggies? You hear them, your doggies? Where are you at in this world? I don't even know where I am. Let's see, the Target bag. 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven. Oh, you're young. You're young. 66, man. 62466. Ooh, Michigan. Dogs are all howling like crazy. Holy shit. You hear that? They're all howling all over the place. Weird. You know, that can mean earthquakes. But still, thanks. I look pretty rough, too. I mean, with this infection and, you know, stress. But yeah, that is kind of weird. Katie Siegel. You know, I have this meme from years ago. It's got the seagull. It says, "Hi, I'm Steven Siegel." Man, the dogs are tripping out. You hear that? Let me see. Here, check this out. What the heck? You hear the dogs? All the dogs are howling. Can you hear it? Oh, chemtrails. There's chemtrails. See, let's see, can you see up in the sky over there? There's, oops. There's, see the chemtrails? I think they might have done that in the past, but I can't swear to it. I mean, I'm not a TV person. Can you see those chemtrails? See them? They seem to put them up at night. Yes. You saw that too? Let me see. They do it at night here because I've looked in the day, and I guess because it's near Phoenix and stuff, they figure, hey, they figure that it'll show up too much, I think. But yeah, at night. See, now the other night I came out here and up by the moon, there was a giant X, a big old X, and some other lines too, but that X caught my attention. And then later that night I was watching something about it, and why? Because it's bright? Because the next day was horrible. It was like overcast, and I remember when I lived here before I went to Florida, I used to think, I'm so sick of like clear blue skies all the time. Not anymore. And last year it was freezing at this time of the year. Now it's hot. You know? I mean, I'm outside in this. Yeah. There. You know, and I come out here, I'm trying to figure out how I can get the stuff online because I had it on my camera. I come out and it was kind of slanted, but the sky was two different colors. It was two different colors, like this. And then the sun was setting, but there was a bright light up behind the clouds over here on this side. I mean, this is all bullshit anyway. Oh, I guess I see more lines, but I don't know if you can see them here, but they seem to go off. Let me see. I don't know if you can see it. That stupid light's in my way. See all the lines off that way? It's like they just kind of keep going off in a pattern like that. Yeah. This is a really crappy area for me because I've got an airport in Phoenix, got an airport around the corner here. I found that there's big old power lines around the corner. Orion has... You know, I can't even really see the constellations anymore. You know, it's a brighter sky here, though, too, but... You know, it's... I rarely see stars anymore. But, you know, stars are probably just part of their light show that they put on for us because... well, I don't know. As long as they're not planets. Planets are bullshit. I don't believe there's any other planets. I think it's a crock of shit. I really do. I think a lot of things are a crock of shit. I think we are so lied to. You know, I think people are too greedy. But I already was saying, I think I know what happened. Why they... What statistically, tell me this. Does it make sense? Orion moved? Oh, she's asking you. Because I hadn't noticed. I rarely go outside because of the fact that, have you seen at night? If I have a light, I could shine it. You'll see the aluminum and stuff in the air. We're just being saturated with aluminum and barium and strontium and all this stuff that they're shooting into the sky. And Lisa Haven was doing a video about the people who were getting cancer because of, you know, airplanes. And she was showing this article, but she was missing the point because up above the point that she was talking about, it was saying what I already knew to be true. The way that they have to combat the effects of the chemtrails causes it to destroy the ozone layer. It destroys the ozone layer. So you have these big holes in the ozone layer now from them trying to counteract the effects of the chemtrails where they don't want them. And that's how the radiation is getting through. So when you're in a plane, you go through those spots, you're getting exposed to huge amounts of radiation. And I've noticed like people were showing the increased amounts of radiation and stuff like in the Northeast. A lot in the Northeast. Because you always hear about that's where they do the heaviest chemtrailing. And as much as they're trying to fulfill Agenda 21, I'm sure that there are some people that are in power that are having a problem with this. So they have to kind of treat a little bit, I suppose. Maybe, I just don't know. But I guess the best bet would go be next door neighbors with the Rothschilds or something. That'd be the safest place. Or Bill Gates and his vaccines. You know, vaccines save lives. Depopulation. The North Pole ice sheet. There's no North Pole, really. I mean, there is a magnetic North Pole. But do you believe in flat Earth, first of all? I don't know where you stand on that, so I know where to go with this. Because Antarctica surrounds us. The ice wall. I have a picture that, you don't believe in flat Earth? Well, yeah. Al Gore tells the truth more than anybody, I think. Because David Letterman even busted him when he was talking about Al Jazeera and his cable station that he sold. And he kept, Al Jazeera, and all this. And David Letterman finally called him on it. He says, do you even know what that is? And I was like, no. I can Google it. With North Pole ice. You grew up with it? You mean in Michigan? I'm sure that there's ice up there. There's ice in Alaska and stuff. My grandfather used to live in Alaska. Oh, North Pole. I've been to North Pole, New York. There's more ice as far as Antarctica. Why wouldn't you believe there's a flat Earth? Why would you believe that globe shit? Do you know how the globe started? In 1492. Prior to that, we had flat Earth. It's no more. How? And what exactly is the North Pole ice sheet? Can you, like, maybe fill me in on what that is specifically? Because I can only think of the ring of Antarctica. Here, let's go in and check out a map here, because I want to hear this. Let's debate this flat versus globe. Yeah, I want to hear this. Convince me that there's a globe. Say what? I missed that. I just like a debate, anyways, because digital what? Here, let's take this back there. Digital. Let me see. Here, I gotta figure out where my cord is for this. Hey, baby. True Digital. What's that? True Digital. What's True Digital? I like to write. Oh, okay, let's go to it. Let's argue. Because, where's that book? Let's talk about flat versus the globe. Do you know that the globe was not started until 1492? You know what happened in 1492? Columbus. You know what else happened? When Spain sent Columbus, they kicked all the Jewish people out of Spain. Where did they go? Yeah. Globe. Globalists. Global economy. Globalism. Global elite. They don't want you to know that the earth is flat. But logic tells you the earth is flat anyways. I mean, I've seen enough proof. Go up in the air. It's flat. I've flown to Europe. It's flat. It's all flat. There's no curve. There's no curve. Have you seen the curve? I mean, okay. Present your evidence. Horizon? The horizon is, it's your perspective. It's like an optical illusion. It's where the points converge. As you move further away, the object gets smaller and smaller until it looks like it's disappeared. You know, it's all an optical illusion. You have none? Do you just like believing the globe? I mean, are you... I mean, I'm open-minded. I'm very open-minded. If somebody comes to me and they've got some good evidence, factual evidence, you know, maybe something changed, you know, who knows? New facts came out, new knowledge. I will always be receptive and open-minded. And should it disprove what I've come to believe, I'll change my beliefs. I have no problem with it. I'd rather be right than... I mean, I'd rather be correct, I should say, than right. I want to be factual. I want to know the truth, no matter good or bad. As far as what respect, it's kind of a generalized statement. You mean Mandela-wise? I'm not the same at all. Not at all. And my voice even is... Okay, you know what? Biometrics, facial recognition, says I'm a different person. Even with my face swollen from this, I'm not the same person. According to biometrics and facial recognition, I'm not who I was last year. But you can even see, she looks like she's going to die. And she was supposed to die. I'm supposed to be dead already. Actually, I wasn't even supposed to be alive at all. I would rather think this is digital. You would rather have a digital world, you mean? Like a Matrix? Is that what you're saying? You'd rather be asleep in the Matrix? I mean, I can't even imagine that because I don't bury myself into entertainment. I was so pissed when I heard about this virtual reality. Who's the first person to slap that shit on their face? Mark Zuckerberg. I'm like, oh, just keep it up, asshole. He got mad at me because I was on Instagram. I'd say that they're working towards that, but because you know what? They actually are working on technology now. I don't want anybody around with a cell phone or anything because it's now being able to, like, find the whole... Really? Well, you know, Matrix means a lot of things, so that's possible. I don't know how old the word origin is for Matrix, but in a different respect. Matrix is more like a... how would you... Something else... Like even Matrix, it surrounds everything. Matrix. In a way, the Antarctica is a Matrix. Hey, puppy dog, what you doing? Let me think. That book. I took my books in the other room, didn't I? But, you know, I wasn't supposed to be born. It's impossible. I can't exist. I had a doctor even confirm it for me. You know, I don't know what you know about medicine. I was going to be a doctor till I got valley fever, but fetus cannot survive without amniotic fluid because the lungs can't form. You have to have the fluid. And my mother didn't have any. She didn't want me. She just wanted to trap my dad. So he was in the military, and she was pregnant. And she wrote to him in one of her letters. She's like, I haven't said the word baby in 4 months. But she just was on a diet all the time. She took diuretics, you know, where you lose all your fluid. She stayed on them damn things right up till she gave birth. There was no amniotic fluid at all. And she went in shock, almost bled to death and all this stuff. But, yeah, my doctor confirmed that I can't exist. I wonder because I have such weird health issues and stuff. You know, I don't get the common cold. I get 1% of the population gets something. And I asked my mother, I said, Mom, what kind of effects did they say that I might have from, you know, you not having any amniotic fluid and all that? She's like, I don't know, go look it up. So I did, and it took forever because it's impossible. When she was 6, we had 2 kids. I'm not sure I got all that. I'm a little slow. What are you after? What are you after? Huh? I gave you spaghetti. What, you didn't like your spaghetti I gave you? Silly dog? Huh? What, you after my chips? I think that's all gone. What, you want my chips? Here. Here, you want a chip? I'll give you a chip. She didn't have any amniotic fluid, is that what you're saying? Because I've heard of low amniotic fluid, but not like my mother, no amniotic fluid. Is this my book? Nope, that's not it. Here, let me grab this book. Hold on. It's easier if I just grab it. It's right around the corner here. I'll just bring it in. It's too much. Let's see. Here. Oops. Oh, what'd I do? It scared me. What? You were 12? Radiation. Oh. What? Radiation what? You should be here doing the video, right? Well, I'm in Arizona all alone, because I think everybody left the state while I was gone. Where the hell? I'm just lost. What are you after, baby? She was 6 when she had a baby? No. Is that what you were saying? Or did I just miss it again? I just saw another Mandela effect. What is this Battle of Tonkin or whatever? That's a new one. And I, know everything about history, I thought. Where the heck is it? Missed it? I miss a lot. Because I can't find anything. This is driving me nuts. I used to be the most organized person on earth, and now I can't find shit because I had all my stuff destroyed and everything, and it's really hard to recover from this. I've got all these ghost apps on my iPad. My other iPad doesn't work now because of the hacking, and I can't get my Wi-Fi. I'm on this broadband shit now. Here. Nope, that's not it either. My bookshelf fell apart the other night because I've been trying to move stuff and all that. I have so many books, but they're in Florida. If I got anything left in Florida. I can't believe this. Well, ain't this just dandy? You want to hear about psychopathic mommy? Have you watched any of my mom's bloomin' whack job? I don't know what to do. Help me here. I'm nervous. I've never done live. Medusa? And I took astronomy in college. I just quit looking at the sky because it's all bullshit, It's like, why bother? It's all bullshit. All lies. Oh, I know. Me. You're Medusa. Medusa, that's the one with the snakes, and if you look at Medusa, you'll turn to stone, so you can only look like in a mirror. Isn't that right? Mythology. I took mythology too. What haven't I taken, right? I love school. Medusa? Oh, you guys are talking about Orion? trying to think. My books are in Florida. If they're still there. Because I took astronomy in college. What's different about Orion? What's different? I'm trying to think. What have I got about astronomy here? I don't know if I have anything. What's this? Nope, that's not it. Oh, shit. You see, I just moved everything around because, looks... Oh! Looks closer. How about the sun and the moon? Have you noticed anything different about the sun? Let me see. What did Orion look like the last time I looked at it? I know it's got the 3 stars. It's white now. It's white now. The stars, you mean, are white now? Or, oh, you're probably talking about the sun. The sun is white now, as opposed to yellow. I'm wondering if the chemtrails are causing it. Well, the sun is close. You know, with this dome thing and all that, the sun and the moon are supposedly inside this dome. And then the stars are outside, and there's no planets. And, you know, the firmament, as they call it. And the firmament can just mean actually whatever is separating the water part of the atmosphere from the other part. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. Oh, that we are in another galaxy? I'm not even from this reality. I'm not. I basically woke up in this world early this year. I'm not... Everything changed for me overnight here. Maybe that's why I remember a Mandela effects both ways. And quite often I remember things different. Now my friend does not do computers, nothing, doesn't want to hear about Mandela effects. But I said something that got to him. I said, you ever hear of a movie Shazam? He says, yeah. And he would know. He says, I used to have that movie. I said, really? I said, who? You know, he told me who was in it. He doesn't know shit. On the Orion Spur. I wondered if you were going to say it slanted the other way, but, you don't believe the Earth is flat. Because I believe we're the center of the universe, actually. What do you believe as far as the sun and the moon? Do you believe that they orbit above us, or we orbit around them? What do you believe as far as that goes? You know, what do you believe? How does the orbits of the sun and the moon relationship to us? What do you believe about that? You know, because I'm on board with, you know what, I got my dry erase board shit too. That was here the other night. On the boonies of the galaxy. Maybe look at it. You know, my dad was in the military. He did radar, and he used to tell me, I tend to think that the sun's having some issues because it's been kind of gradual, and I'm thinking it has... I'm actually worried that maybe the sun is burning out, but... I mean, if there's any truth to the stars burning out, I mean, if there isn't... Haven't you seen, there's actually videos, I've seen something flying through the damn sun recently? I mean, they showed it over and over, and it just looks like stuff spurted out. I don't even think the sun is hot. Okay, what do you think? Do you think the sun revolves around us, or that we revolve around the sun? I have to know, like, where you're coming from, so, you know, what is your belief on that? I don't fault anyone. We are the center of the universe. Or what? No, I believe that you're the center of the universe. I mean, here's my glass. Because I think that it revolves. Well, it doesn't revolve around the Earth. It revolves actually in the middle of everything with the moon. I still want to know why you would believe that the Earth is a globe. My dad never could explain that to me. I couldn't grasp it. Now I know why, because it's bullshit. I mean, where's the center of the galaxy? I thought this is the center of the galaxy. Earth and the magnetic north. We're the center. I believe this is an infinite plane, and that other life or whatever would have to be from interdimensional. You know, there is another life that they found that you can't see in the spectrum, but if you see this other spectrum, you can see these creatures everywhere. Closer to what? The sun's close. The sun's very close. It's in the dome. The sun's 26,000 light years away? You believe the NASA holes? Oh, I don't mean to be disrespectful and stuff. It just amazes me that people just accept this bullshit that they tell you. NASA holes. I heard that in a video when the guy was talking about the solar eclipse bullshit, and he's like, why am I not out watching? Why are we not watching that lunar eclipse or solar eclipse? Because they never found no fucking dinosaurs. And I thought, that's good. That's good. I mean, like, they lie to us. It's all bullshit. And it is, actually. How do you get these measurements? How do you get the measurements? How do you know that there's this big change? And how do you know the amounts? I mean, how do you do that? Where do you get these numbers? I mean, I'm curious. Maybe you're doing something I don't know about. You know, anything's possible. Like I said, I'm receptive. But, internet. Do you know how many lies are on the internet? Like, Snopes. You know, are you familiar with the Snopes? There's other reasons, I think, for the sun being white, but, and actually, you know about Snopes. Don't tell me you get your facts from that thing, because every single thing they talked about, one thing I ever saw was actually correct. It's all lies. But then I heard, I think Hillary Clinton was behind the site or something. Saturday night. Snopes. Oh, it's a supposed fact checker. They take, you can, like, go there and find out if there's any truth to news stories. And they're straight up liars. Basically, if you want to know the truth, go to Snopes, look at the story, and if it says it's false, it's true. If it says it's true, it's false. And it says it... I'd never heard of it either until not long ago. And now all of a sudden I'm hearing a whole bunch about it. Because people are getting aggravated. I guess Snopes people are going around leaving nasty comments and stuff. And they're liars. They're liars. I'm really getting fed up with fake lies. Just freaking lies. Like back when the hurricane, the first one there, Harvey, and they were like cutting down. Well, first I watched the reality because I don't even mess with the fake news. And I'm watching like Donald Trump's down there in Texas, and he's like with his wife, and they're giving out food to the people, taking selfies with everybody. Somebody has a problem, he's like helping them, and I mean, it's just like fantastic. Everybody was loving him, and it was just awesome. And then I checked out Mark Dice, and he was talking about how they were criticizing him. They didn't do shit. And, I don't go there very much. But, yeah, Mark Dice was talking about how, they were ragging him. I'm like, that's impossible after what I just saw. And I went, and yeah, they even had pictures like he's helping unload something, or like he was trying to steal food or choke somebody. I'm like, that's just beyond belief. I mean, it's one thing to just not even tell the truth or to lie about it, but to make shit up that's horrible like that on top of it, you know, it's pissing me off because it's creating this atmosphere in this country of anarchy and just hatred for everybody, and it's just wrong. Because I'm 51, but I remember, and I've always been into politics. When there's a campaign going on, an election going on, then it comes out, the Democrat, Republican. Most of the time, once that election's over, everybody gets behind whoever got elected, and we go forward. It's mine, too. I've never done this before. But they're not doing that. I mean, normally you won't even really know whether somebody is a Democrat or Republican, what their political views are now. And if you've stated them, you might get into a discussion, but usually, now you say anything and it's like you get attacked. And like I said, I don't believe in political parties anyway. I think it'd be better without them. Just that way people would all get behind whoever was the best person, you'd think. And Snopes lies about that too. There were more registered voters, or people who voted. Wait, really? No, politics has always been my thing. I mean, since I was little, I don't remember learning to read, but we lived in New York. Upstairs was Dad's magazines, the Playboy and all that, and I went downstairs when I wanted to sit in the potty, and I had the Time and the Newsweek and all that. Of course, it's fake news. More so now than ever before. But, I got into that. I remember watching Nixon resign. I remember Carter getting elected. I remember we were going down to Florida, and we stayed at a hotel in Georgia. There was a bus. Jimmy Carter. And I'm like, who the hell is Jimmy Carter? So I, got knowledgeable. I really liked Jimmy Carter. He's a good man. I got to wish him a happy birthday a couple of years ago. But, this past summer, he was up in Canada with his wife doing Habitat for Humanity houses, and I guess he got dehydrated and collapsed or whatever and had to go to the hospital. And he's in his 90s, But I'm like, that's a good man. He kind of got screwed. His last year in office was 1979. We had the Iranian hostage situation, and it had all been worked out, but they waited until Ronald Reagan took office before they released the hostages, and kind of took away from the fact that Jimmy Carter had done all the work involved. And also they got him to sign in 1979, everything changed. Everything changed. He signed the bill that led to FEMA and martial law and all this kind of stuff. They kind of scammed him, I think. They were just setting things up. She's a good person. Who's she? Did I mention a woman? She. Maybe you meant he. Jimmy Carter. Oh, me? Well, thanks. I try. Most people hate me. Talking to Ned. Oh, I don't know. Maybe should I go off and leave you two alone? Where's my freaking This is crazy. I can't find anything. I meant to work on this today because I just had to put this carpet in the other night, and I had to move everything, so it's like everything's disheveled, and I can't find anything because I haven't gotten a chance to put everything back to where it's supposed to be. Oh, thanks. I feel like I'm, Where's that black bag of mine? Let's see. It'd be so much better if I knew where things were. I may have to walk out there one more time to see if I left it out here, because I just don't know. Oh, my friend came out and turned things off, I guess. Here. Oh, crap. I don't know. Where in the heck I put it? This is frustrating. It's like my things just keep disappearing. Shit. I can't even find the cord for this. That's really weird. It's like really weird. I'm trying to think. I don't think I took them outside. But you never know. Let's see. I don't think I came back in and put them in here either. Are you stealing Mama's stuff? Huh, Peanut Dog? Crazy, man. Are you doing that? Messing with your mama? This is crazy. I can't find shit today. I mean, I know. I just moved everything, but damn. Where the hell does stuff go? I'm gonna be quiet. Let's see. Nope. I don't get it. This is really weird. I can't find shit. What the hell? The dogs are out there howling again. Holy crap. My cord's missing. You know, I feel like... Okay, I was gone for a long time. Flip-flops. I have flip-flops. What do you mean flip-flops? That can mean different things. Be specific. Let's see. What do you... Movie changes? Stupid thing. Are you still there? Movie changes. Like what? Houston, we have a problem. Sounds right to me. Sounds correct. Easy, you're about to be taken. What's that? Is that a line from a movie? I don't watch movies, so I don't watch TV and I don't watch movies. I used to watch movies. Houston, we've had a problem. Houston, we have a problem. I thought it was have. Of course, it's all bullshit. We didn't go to the moon. I could have said, Mexico, we've had a problem. I can't figure out where my bag is. It's really tripping me out that I can't find things. Because, oh, shit, here. Under here. Ta-da! But I'm still looking for other stuff. Flintstones. It should have a T. Doesn't it have a T? It's supposed to have a T. Flintstones. Where's the Flintstones? A knife. Now he's got a gun. Too bad, you know, if I was in Florida, I've got a really old 50th anniversary one. Hi, Joseph. How you doing? What's the flip-flop? What's a flip-flop? I get easily distracted. Ooh. I wonder where I was. I'm in Ireland. Thank you. Do I look Irish? I am Irish. I'm French and Irish and... Huh? Flintstones. Flintstoners? I have medical marijuana. I started getting it in the last year. I need some money to go get more. I'm rich, but my mom stole all my money. And I don't know what to do because I don't have anything left. But no, I get it. I have Jeez, thanks. Or maybe you're talking to the other people. Now, I have health conditions. I got this valley fever and cancer and stuff, so I get, But I have trouble smoking, I prefer to eat it in, like, applesauce because I've had lung surgery. But I don't have stuff right now. Flintstones. I thought I had a tea in it. Oh, thank you. You weren't around when I got up this morning. Does what? Medusa? Where are you at, Medusa? Oh, asthma? Yeah, I had lung surgery. I had a thoracotomy from my valley fever back in 2003. And I really can't smoke. This is a vape, I guess. I used to smoke cigarettes. I quit back in 2002. I quit smoking. I tried and tried and tried for years. And what made me quit was my little boy was like 2 years old. And he picked up a cigarette butt. Because my sisters were with me. His father smoked. We all smoked. And, bad spell. And, I saw him pick up a cigarette butt and pretend to smoke. And I said, that's it. I was having some minor surgery that week. And I quit. I just quit. And I haven't smoked again. That was October 18th, 2002. And I'm not really even getting anything out of this, but, I didn't even get it right away. At least my son, I guess, isn't smoking, so I did make some sort of impression on him before she took him, because I didn't get to raise my son. And he'd been so much better off if I had gotten to raise him, though. I mean, she just... Now if I can figure out where that pipe and the lighter are, because I need that now. I'm wondering... like I said, I just had to put this carpet in. Well, it's a rug. It's a big, big rug. But, I mean, I had to move everything to be able to put it down. And so everything's, like, wherever... Oh, remember I know, isn't this great? It's a regular Saturday night party. I wrote this thing, okay, before Facebook. Okay, I never wanted a computer. Never wanted a damn computer, but I was, taking some classes. I don't relax. I never relax. Especially I'm not used to live. It makes me really nervous. I didn't want a computer, and I was going back to school. Oh, and I'm ADHD. Very bad. But I had to take, of course. I always think I'm doing bad. I had to take, become Microsoft certified in all the Office programs, so I had to get a computer. And I didn't want to, but there's no Facebook or anything yet. And I was on this site for artists called Redbubble, and somebody was talking about, computers, and I just always knew there was something wrong. Dublin. Dublin. That's the capital. I took geography in college, too. I got an award from Dr. Fitzgerald in geography. That was pretty cool. I wrote this, though. I wrote this, and it's online, too, that I wrote this and dated before Facebook. You want to hear it? It's not very long. It's called They Are Watching Us. I believe that the government, with the technology now available, keeps files on all of us. They probably monitor our work on this site. Look around you. There are cameras popping up everywhere. Some cities have them all over. What about those savings cards for the grocery stores? Everything we purchase goes into a computer. They can see if you smoke or you drink. Turkey, Istanbul. If you smoke, what you read, eat, if you buy things to make drug paraphernalia. David Toke? Is it Istanbul? Let's see. Most people don't even know the United States capitals, but I know them all. I can pass a citizenship test. what is it? We are. This is before Facebook. People don't write as many checks as they used to. They use a debit card, and once again, everything you buy goes into that computer and tells them about your habits and your lifestyle. Your library card is scanned, so they know what you're reading. They know your habits and your interests and your lifestyle. What happens if you get a book? Thank you. What happens if you get a book about mental illness or drug addiction? Does that label you as a basket case or a drug addict? Surveys. They're begging for you to fill out these surveys. Once again, they want to know all about you. What sites do you use? Do you look at pornography? Are you a political threat? Are you doing drugs? Who are your friends and what are they like? Now that doesn't make sense until after Facebook. That didn't make sense. I bet that what I'm writing now is going to be seen one day. And you know what? They could just kiss my ass. I also think there's a lot more phone tapping going on than we know about. Cell phone conversations. There weren't many cell phones yet. And Kara, cell phone conversations are easily accessible. We must watch what we say. I barely even watch TV anymore. I didn't even want a computer, and I tried to stay hidden for a long, long time because I really believe that each and every one of us has a file that the government's keeping on us. There's probably a whole division just for this purpose, to watch and report. I'm not paranoid. I just know that it's a fact that we are being observed at all times. Look out, folks. Big Brother is watching. That changed. It used to be Sydney, and now... What is it now? I just blanked. I'll think of it. I know it. I just blanked out. Because that's a Mandela thing, too. They changed the capital. I think he's doing a great job. He could do a lot more if they'd let him, you know. They fight him on everything he tries to do. They're constantly... I mean, I've never seen anybody get so trashed before. He is good. He's actually the best president we've ever had. I just wish people would be more supportive because they're just harming the country with this anarchy thing, and they're just doing what the elite want them to do. The people that own the media, that own Hollywood, that own the planet Earth, that own our government, except Trump. Trump is really... It was our only hope, actually, because he's the one person who's got billions of dollars, so he doesn't need anybody's money. He's very knowledgeable over the years. What the hell is that? Looks like something I typed. He purposely didn't even take the normal donations that companies will make because he didn't want anybody saying there was a conflict of interest, you know, to be above reproach. LGBT. I thought that was a sandwich. I had to look it up. I'm like, what are all these new abbreviations suddenly? SJW, LGBT. Because they just came out of nowhere. Where'd they come from? You know, and being Mandela affected myself as far as I just woke up in this reality. Mad about what? I don't know where all they came. Just overnight, I had to look everything up. I'm like, where did these come from? They weren't there one day and they were the next. I wasn't here one day and I was the next. Well, actually, it was kind of a little bit gradual, but yeah, around the inauguration I started like waking up in this reality and found some things that surprised me. Like when my friend brought this TV into my room, went out and bought another one. Not long ago I asked him, I said, why'd you bring a TV in my room and go buy the other one? He says, you told me to. I said, why would I tell you to do that? He said, I guess you wanted to watch TV in here. I said, but I don't watch TV. You got scars on your head that you didn't before? My friend says I used to watch TV all the time. I don't watch TV. He remembers that the day we got the dog in October, he went and picked the dog up. Oh, really? and that I was sick in bed. I remember the guy coming over, and I paid the guy, and I was moving furniture. My sister came, and she has this tattoo on her back. And I said, yeah, I remember when you got it in Florida, and we got it where your dad used to go for his tattoos. She says, no. She says, I had to ask Debbie for permission. I was in Colorado. I said, no, you weren't. I watched you get that done. I mean, and I haven't had interaction with people to know what else, I remember differently than everybody else. Johnny Depp, I did a video on him. I could have gone more because he changed overnight. A lot of people did, but I mean, that was a big one. What happened to that guy overnight? I mean, where did the tattoos? He had tattoos. He didn't have all them freaking tattoos. What's this Hollywood vampires? Where did they come from? Marilyn Manson? They know each other? Since when? They think... What? You a man? I don't know that I understand that. You a man. But, I mean... I just... Oh, shouldn't have done that. It would have come to me. I know it, and I can't think of it because it's new to me. Because it was Sydney. It was Sydney. Oh, that we're man? Okay, let them explain how my bag changed. Let them explain the picture of me dead. Vienna. Vienna is Italy? Vienna? No, wait, Austria. Oh, Austria! I thought you were talking about Australia. See, when you put Vienna, I know it's Austria. I thought you meant Australia. Throw another shrimp on the Barbie. I'm going to turn this computer on to see. There's a picture of me dead. Don't know where it came from. I thought maybe my friend took it. It's like in a hospital or something. And I don't know where it came from. Like I said, I got into a computer that hadn't been used since last year and found disturbing videos. That's when I found out that there were other channels where I was definitely not me. I don't talk the same. Nothing's right. You do? Thanks. I'll show you. It's, I'm going to have to think here. Don't think too hard, sweetheart, right? Okay. This is crazy. I found a picture of me, and I looked dead. And we don't know who took it. It appears to be in a hospital or something. Really? I don't look... Biometrics say I'm not the same person. Biometrically. I noticed that the other day when it wasn't grouping things together. And then I realized, oh my God, the facial recognition isn't recognizing me as being the person from last year. And I don't look the same. I can tell. It's not me. It's really weird. Let's see. Photos. Working on it here. But when biometrics, when facial recognition confirms that I'm not the same person, besides, she's dead. She's got to be dead. I was diagnosed with a brain tumor, and it was too late to do anything. Well, that could be they made a mistake with that blood test, but I don't know. Sometimes they don't catch it. I'm A negative. But you know what? Somebody is looking into blood types, and if if negative, Rh negative has something to do with people being Mandela affected. I wondered as far as valley fever, but all your life you've been I don't know, that is bizarre. Did you ever have a transfusion or anything like that? Have you had transfusions? Curious about that. Yeah, I got to do my thing. I should do them like this, actually. O positive? But you've had... you haven't had a blood transfusion? See, I had blood transfusions when I was 4 years old, so I know they had to get it right, but And my grandmother, I think they gave her the wrong blood once, messed her up bad. But yeah, should have sued the shit out of them. But let's see. Yeah, I had a bleeding ulcer when I was 4. Okay, I don't like to show video from last year because it's embarrassing. And right now, actually, I probably look more like I did because of my face being swollen from this, but I just don't believe this can possibly be me. It's scary. It's very scary. I'm trying to get to it. I feel weird about even showing this, but since you guys know the Mandela effect, I'll do it. It's very disturbing. Oh, thanks. I wasn't last year. I mean, it's not me. It's not me. There's no way this can be me. Absolutely no way. I mean, just... My friend noticed right away. She hadn't talked to me since last fall. And she could tell right away something was different. And she had seen my videos. She says, "You look younger. You look different. You sound different. Your voice is different." She says, "Everything about you is different." And it made me feel a little bit better because, I mean, I know. But I don't want to talk about it because I already got my mother trying to tell everybody I'm out of my mind. Where's the dead picture? It should be right in this area. Oh, God. This is just... Mandela, yeah. Yes. Yes, it's got to be. I woke up in this reality, and I'm just... I think I'm stuck. I mean... I don't think anybody can change this much as I supposedly have. I don't think it's possible. And for biometrics, for facial recognition, to actually say I'm not the same person, seems a little bizarre. Here, I'm going to pull up the drive. I'm definitely stuck because my other me, or whatever, so damn determined that she wasn't going to die. And, I don't know what she did. I'm not supposed to even be alive. I just woke up in another reality. Just another reality. Just don't get it. And everyone hates me. And it's just too weird. I mean, in my reality, my sister was the loser, and I was the one who was like, I hate to say the perfect one, but you know what I mean. And it's totally reversed. I don't get it. I don't get it. They all hate me. They all think I'm just horrible. But still, I mean, nobody can change this much. That's all I ever have been, is strong. I don't have anything left. I've got to find a way to get my income back. I mean, I'm rich. I'm supposed to be. My mother wasn't supposed to get that money. It's mine. My dad left me a big old inheritance. And my mother has this fake power of attorney, and she stole everything. And I can't even get any help getting it back. I don't have any friends. And I don't work. I guess I can't now. If I wanted to. Thanks. This is a nightmare. I'm in a terrible, terrible nightmare. A terrible nightmare. I used to have a great job. I worked doing financial printing for the Securities Exchange Commission companies worldwide in Phoenix, and I even ordered everybody's lunch. And that was a high-paced job. I was the most organized person you'd ever meet in your entire life. On top of my game. Every day I go to work, and I had my little boy, and I was single, and I was 20 minutes early every day. And they'd be like, why do you come in so early? So because I just like to be on time. And, you know, that's the way I was. I don't even go anywhere. I don't even go anywhere. I don't even leave my house. I don't have anybody. I used to. Everybody used to like me. Everybody. I didn't cuss. I was always in a good mood. I didn't cry. I don't get it. People won't have anything to do with me now. I came back. What this has been like is 35, I got valley fever. When I was 35. And I was in the hospital 3 months. And I had lung surgery and all this other crap. And then at 3 months on... and then I was on IVs for 3 months. So mad. You're the stuff movies are made of. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Come to Arizona because I need friends. Everybody hates me. Actually, if I had some help, man, I'd share my fortune when I got it back. But, I mean, I've got a real mess and I don't know how I'm going to survive anymore. I really honestly don't. I mean, I'm in a big old mess. The identity theft shit is just beyond freaking belief. Stuck in Dublin. I'm just stuck in this room. I don't go anywhere. I'm just messed up from what I've been through. What the hell are you talking about? I have more computer issues, but I'm the most hacked out person on planet Earth. I'm the worst case of identity theft. I'm just... And it's my mother. It's my freaking mother. Can you believe that shit? What a bitch. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna go this route. Because, I wasn't having any luck the other way. Oh yeah, I've been meaning to do these videos on the stumps. Yeah, I need some help. I really do. But I've been trying to get help as my situation's gotten worse and worse and worse and worse. And, now it's to the point I don't know. I don't even have an income now. I have no income. I can't go to the doctor. For all I know, I'm wanted. You know, I have this ever-growing fictitious record. I'm just waiting for them to come on and help me. Because I'm serious. They destroyed all my documents and stuff. And they destroyed my whole house, actually, in Florida. I have a beautiful house, but I'm fixing to lose it any day because my mother just stole all that money. She didn't pay it off, like she said. And then they had me paying this high-priced insurance, and I finally figured it out. So they can use my house as collateral on loans. I mean, they're doing so much illegal shit. It's unreal. It's just unreal. Well, this has been going on since I left here. My mom kidnapped my son in January of 2004. That's when the shit got... I have videos over the years, but you can tell I'm not the same person I was last year. Absolutely not. She's dead. I can't be alive. I have a fatal brain tumor. My aunt died from it in less than 6 months of her diagnosis. Oh, Jesus. That's not me. That is not me. No way. She's dead. She's dead. She's dead. She's dead. Oh, Jesus. How can we do this? You see, I've been trying to do these... Shit. I don't know how to do this. I can tell you now that the voice is different. I can't send email, but I can try. I mean, I'm so hacked. I haven't been able to send emails in years, I guess. I can't... my DNS server was hijacked, and more than that, I've had DOS, DDoS, I've had man-in-the-middle attacks, dictionary attacks. Right now, they've got this secret account on here. They got, you know, I know they hacked me again on June 23rd, the day before my birthday. Don't online. I can't get help. In Florida, I couldn't contact... Well, I did contact the police, but I mean, they wouldn't even help me get my kid back. All they ever do is lock me up when my mother says to. But, You know, so I can never get a, oh, I need that and so much more. But you know what? They're just going to do it again. I can't be free. They've got files in my computer because I traced finally this AOL, Karen Crozier at AOL.com. I've never had AOL. Traced to my mother. And, you know, I've tried. Nobody will help me. And as far as a police report, you know, when I called the Federal Trade Commission a while back, 2 years now, they said I was the worst case of identity theft ever. But it's way worse than we thought. And I never could do anything because right away they said, you know, get your 3 reports, put the fraud alert or whatever. And it was already done. And do what free? Do what free? I don't even know. I need, like, somebody really good to help me with this because I need the FBI cyber crimes. But I've tried to call for years. I don't get phone calls. They're forwarded. You know, my mother, once again, out here even has switched broadband. Plus, I guess I have phones hooked up in my name in the area. She's using my identity. My alias is her. You know, as soon as I left Florida, I was getting stacks of mail, you know. Oh, duh. Yeah, so CIA and all them, yeah. The reason I found out even about that years ago was my son said to me, you ever hear of Illuminati? I know what you're talking about. I need more than that. I need that too. But, and I got to worry about whatever I download because my DNS server was hijacked. I get redirected. I mean, I know all these things. Just nothing I can do about it. I've called. I don't get through to anybody I'm trying to call. And I can't believe, actually, people, if I do reach somebody, I can't reach anybody. I've tried for years. And I don't get calls back. My mail, you know, like I said, I forwarded from all these addresses. For 2 weeks, you know, a week, I got like stacks like I was used to, and then it stopped. They just reopened P.O. boxes. They just forward my stuff back. I mean, they reopened utilities. They stole my iPhone, all my electronics. I know they stole, yeah, I know. I tried even the 8.8, whatever, the Google one. But it's more than that. It's more than that. It's everything. I mean, they've got files in here. They're doing legacy files even. I got this computer this year, and their files older than this year even. My mom. And I believe an ex-boyfriend's helping because he went to ITT and has all these degrees in computer science. There's so much wrong. And I can't escape. I can get new service, new equipment, new accounts. Nothing works. I can't escape it. I can't escape it. My phone gets tapped. You know, and those codes last year were not helping. Every time I get a code, I change it, they get the code, they change it right back, you know. It's like nothing works. And especially, they took over all my old accounts. They've started, you know, accounts that aren't even me and post embarrassing shit. You know, my pictures are all on Flickr and, you know, they make me look like an ass. They take over Facebook and then they change my accounts and they post negative shit and they make me look like an asshole and they, you know, but, you know, I've lost so many emails and from there I lose money. Money. I've started whole new emails and passwords. It doesn't matter. Especially now, they're in there. Whenever you start a new email, you have to get a code somewhere anyway. And that never helps. I didn't have a chance. Plus, when she's got my identity, she just pretends she's me. Eustace Mullen. I really don't even... It's hard for me to read anything anymore because I don't have my medication for ADHD. You know. And I hate it. I hate it. I don't like being like this. No, my life, I don't have control over my life. None. I really don't. And it was just an illusion that I did before because when I originally left Florida in 1997, they had an excuse they wanted to go through everything I owned. That was just an excuse to get a hold of all my docs and stuff like that. And that's when the identity theft went crazy. My mom had just gotten with her current husband. Okay. Did you request me or something? I mean, I'm on Instagram. I'm on Instagram. Karen don't care 420. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, it's been around for a long time. Illuminati's been around a long, long, long time. Way longer than Hollywood and stuff, even. It's all just from the elite, that's all. The elite. They started all this. And now CERN was built earlier. You know, in the parallel world thing, they were talking about, you know, that John Lennon's still alive, the Beatles are still alive, and all that. They were saying, yeah, and the other, they don't have NASA, but they built some sort of, like, time machine. That's what CERN is. CERN's a time machine. And brings entities from other dimensions, portals and stuff. And it's got to be what's going on, because it's responsible for the earthquakes. It's responsible for whatever HARP isn't doing. CERN's got it covered, you know. And I'm pretty convinced. Oh, well, I didn't for a while because I've had a bazillion accounts that get taken over. The Lost Tribe of Israel. Didn't they book it out of Spain? They got thrown out of Spain. I'm right. Oh, that's not me. Check out this video by, thanks, Tribe of Dan. Check out this video by Rabbi Finkelstein getting interviewed. This Jewish rabbi really tells you the truth, and he'll tell you about McDonald's. He says, yeah, we kill your kids, use them for whatever, our rituals or whatever, and then we get more satisfaction when we put it in your McDonald's and you eat your own children and stuff. I mean, he was pretty straight up. And, you know, he says, basically, if you guys are stupid enough, he says, you personally aren't because you're onto this stuff, and I'm like, I am too. But he says, anybody out there that's just stupid and they want to watch, yeah, that's why we put out this stuff. That's why the whole purpose of TV and movies. Keep you busy, and then we put it in your face. We put it right out there. Whatever's really going on, whatever we're up to, we put it there, and you guys are the ones who just don't even believe it's real, you know? And, you know, I don't understand why people are so willing to defend all this, you know, like say it can't be true. Like even whether the earth is flat or this globe, I have a hard time. My dad couldn't get me convinced that we're upside down on this globe. There's no gravity either. Yeah, a lot of people are going missing now, especially with the Agenda 21. You know, that damn, this hurricane stuff. It's all man-made. They even had named the hurricanes early in the year. They already knew this was going to happen. I mean, come on, it's all man-made. This is all bullshit. It's all bullshit. You know what? If you're into this, give me like 5 minutes to find the cord for this so it doesn't go dying on me. Here in you've been in Ireland, Twain? Hey, how do y'all feel about this? Let me gather up something. I gotta get a cord for this, and I gotta look around the house and find it. Okay, sure. I'm gonna come back. Let me take and turn this off till I find my cord. Otherwise, this is gonna die on me. And I'll come back if you'll come back. Who wants to come back? It'll be more interesting because I'm going to grab a couple things to show you. Oh, I know. I want to talk about this. Okay? You'll come back? All right, just give me a little bit. I promise. I'll come back. Okay? Look for me in like 10 minutes tops. Okay? I just got to gather up my supplies. Cool? Thank you so much. You're all awesome. I didn't even know I could do this. So I'll be back. And be sure to like, subscribe, and share on your social networks. I'll be front. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys in a bit. Thank you so much. How does this work? I don't even know what I'm doing here live. How does this work? Oops. Oh, look at all them comments. I didn't know that. Karen, you're so stupid. Let's see here.